Day 9, we break camp, and a bunch of fun stuff happens. First of all, we get 5 actions because we have leveled up. We get an additional action because we are an elf in the forest. And then we get an action that can only be used for movement. And I'm going to mark that by putting this action thing here and just putting this little bit of plastic, which looks like a gem on it, to show, hey, you can only use that for movement. So we can get a lot done this turn. We have leveled up. We're going towards level 2. We have the enemy. We need a place and a title. Oddly enough, places are what give you titles. Now this is stuff we're going to find in the forest, so let's do that. So we're going to use our move, our free move point from the warm sunshine to come... Yeah, I'm not going to bother hiding because I love our gladiator and the bonus he gives us. To come over here into the lush jungle, and over here, we don't want to stay there, it's gloomed. We find a goblin, an enemy. His weakness is martial, which simply means if you have that skill without spending an action, it's considered a deed, those are free actions, you defeat him. So the goblin goes away, he is killed. We can take a gold or a loot. We're going to take a loot, and then we can take an enemy card. We've already got one for our quest, or we can take an item, which we're going to do, but first let's take our loot. Oh, and we get a gold. Don't want to forget that, because we're a soldier, so we get a gold anyway. And from the loot bag, we recover, watch this be another trap, a tent. So it's a free rest action point. And we will draw an item. And the item that the goblin... Have we gotten one of these yet? No, let me give this a shuffle. The item that the goblin drops... Really, we didn't even fight him. He just saw our gladiator and was like, I'm out of here. Now, the gladiator keyword has an asterisk by it, which means you can only have one asset with that keyword. It does not mean, you'll note, I have that as an inherent keyword being a soldier. It does not mean you cannot have a martial ally. All right, the item that the goblin drops for us is Perdition's Amulet, which is going to greatly boost our study rating if we go to the Dark Mire. And let me draw a picture of Perdition's Amulet. So we'll make the amulet like a little star. Oh my gosh, this is the worst. And then there is the chain that the amulet hangs on. That is the worst. It looks like some kind of a nut with a weird tumor on the end, like an almond with a weird broken end. All right, that goes into the Dark Mire, which is right there. Which I think we'll go grab. I mean, actually, does the extra study help us? It helps you generally in quests. We'll need eventually a quest. Well, it's there for us anyway. But anyway, the priority right now, actually the goblin, we've got our enemy. We need a place and a title, right? So let's search again. And we have found in the forest a Fountain of Youth. This is a quest. And it'll heal us if we make a study check of 4, which I'm not going to beat my head against that right now. So let's mosey back over to the Blessed Grove, and we draw here, and we get... Why did I have this labyrinth, this shrouded glade? Oh, right, it's for that right there. We get a treasure cache. The weakest hero, that would be me, being the only hero, gets 5 gold. Look at this lovely treasure cache. Lots of great loot. So we will not be hurting for money in this game. 1, 2, 3, and then make a whole new row here, 5. Now, event cards aren't persistent, so we can keep searching in this, what is it, Shrouded Grove. No, excuse me, Blessed Grove. Another event, discard a place from play. The fire burns it down. Did we even have a place? Quest. Oh, these are places. This is perfect. So do we want to lose 2? Oh, shoot, I should have done that when I was over there. we'll get rid of this one. We don't want to have to sacrifice a title. So, haha, the Prince of Ruin's Veil of Ruin burnt down in a forest fire. How embarrassing for him. That's the thing about events, is sometimes they hurt you, sometimes they help you quite a bit. Our next action, let's keep searching the Blessed Grove. We're looking for a place. Not a place, that is a stranger, a thief. We have to do a sneak 3, or we pay a gold. Oh boy, we've got plenty. Let's try to win this thief over. We have 3 influence. I mean, it's mainly to get him out of the way. Should I just come over here and see what we find? It'd be nice to have another ally. And let's come over here. And in this forest, we find an outlaw. When you start an influence test, pay a gold. Well, it's going to be significantly harder to deal with than the thief. We have one more turn. Let's come up here into this hidden wood and see what we find. There we go, a place, a curative forest. It'll be relatively easy for us to get next turn. It's also good for healing. I feel like these healing cards we should leave out until we can use them. But more importantly, we're going to need them now. Oh, we needed an ally. We needed a title from these allies. All right, shoot. Well, we'll head back down there. Now we know what we have to work with in the forests. Let's set up camp, and while we are camping, this happens. A tribal chiefess appears at Spine Ridge Pass, which is right up here. So that glooms, and there's a stranger we can deal with if we want. And that is the end of day 9.